Alright guys, so I'm finally getting back to this thing after 5 months. I played it like 5 months ago. And then I was getting laid up there and everything, so I'm finally getting back to it. It took a while. Okay, so I did California. Let me see. The whole tour is... Okay, there was one in this California that I didn't. Let me see this real quick. Oh yeah, it was the first one that I didn't get the gold medal on. I got the whatever. Or it was the second one. I'm not sure. It was one of these I didn't get the okay. Alright. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna go to here because I did open up Chile. So we'll go here. Yeah, the red, when they're red like that means they haven't been done. Okay, we'll go to this, whatever the hell the name of this thing is. There's Santiago and Vilfarica. The first name, I don't even know what the hell that says. Okay, let's just go and get on with it. Now, I think I'm gonna keep the same. This is the car I started with originally. I think one upgrade installed. Let me see. Yeah, let's just go with the original car. Then we'll see what happens. God, it's weird after you don't have play a game for 5 months. I hope I remember. I think it's the square button is for the square button is for the turbo. Oh, that's great. This is the final lap coming up. Yay! Hey, what's going on? No, no seatbelts. I don't wear seatbelts on my regular cars. I don't. The last two cars I bought, which I think the last new car I bought was 2016, and the one before that was 2007. I disconnected the seatbelt alarm on both of those cars. On Ford, it's really weird. I mean, it's the stupidest thing. to how to do that on a Ford. I mean, they ought to just let you turn it off. Okay, but they make you go in there, put your foot on the brake, put the thing in, no, you put your foot on the brake, hold the gear shift lever in, and then turn the key back and forth on and off 50 times. I mean, that's ridiculous, okay? I mean, that is stupid to make you go through all that crap to do that on a car you paid for. You know, if you want to break the law and not wear the seatbelt, that's on you, okay? I mean, I've been driving for, 50 years. I've never gotten pulled over for not having a seatbelt on. I never wear a seatbelt. So, yeah, I mean, isn't that stupid? 50 damn times for that. That is the dumbest thing I ever seen. Hey, what's up, Tommy? How's work? Did you get to work on time today? You gonna go out and get that Metroid or what? So I seen that thing on that Metroid and I didn't know. Yeah, I know work sucks. I gotta go. Oh, I got my first paycheck today, and since I quit that grocery store, I haven't really. I've only had a couple of paychecks since April. I've been living on that Social Security, which isn't. I can live on it, but it ain't easy. Trust me. This get that $2,000 a month. It's not that easy to live. Not even to like 1,900 a month. It's not easy to live on that. When you're used to having tons of money to throw around. When I worked at that apartment building all them years, I worked there 20 something years. I never had any expenses. I didn't have no rent, no gas, no electric, no phone, no nothing. So all the money I made, I could just piss away, and that's basically what I did. Pissed it all away like a dumbass. When I wound up getting the boot from that job to move out here, thank God I had saved up like $20,000 of cash. So once I got fired from there, and to move out here and get everything straightened out here and getting a new washer and dryer and some new furniture for the house and all that, that was a few thousand, because I bought a real nice washer and dryer. I didn't buy some junk. I got some real nice Samsung stuff. So that took me, I think it was like 3,000 or 4,000, and then from being off from April until now, basically, that took some thousands away. So it left me down to, like 10,000 or 9,000. So now that I got some steady paychecks probably starting to roll in, I'm gonna have to build that money back up. So that's just the way you have to do it. But thank God that I had at least saved that 20 grand. That really helped out a lot. Okay, believe me. I don't think I'd be in a world of shit right now if I wouldn't have done that. Because, that really came in handy a lot of times when I had like them expenditures for them cars. My nice car, the transmission took a crap 3 weeks after the warranty went out, so that cost me like $2,500. And what I did when I sold that Honda Navi, I used that money to fix that. That's what I used to fix that car. I got all those motorcycles, but most of them I just got them in trades and stuff like that. I didn't, for the most part, didn't put fresh money to buying them. I just bought them with money from selling other ones, These jokers are making it difficult. Oh, God, get out of the way. Yeah, right. Well, they have to do that. You know, that's the AI throwing that itself in there. They have to try to block you up some. So anyway, I have to go to work tomorrow. And it's not too bad. I'm working at that storage place. You know, that's pretty nice. I mean, it's a little, it's a little boring, but I'm there all by myself. There's a girl that works there. She sits in the office, and then I go and do all the stuff on the property. You know, clean out the lockers when people move out of the lockers, fix the doors. That's basically all it is. People move out of the lockers. For the most part, from what I've been seeing, being there 2 weeks, they don't really. Yeah, I'm there by myself. I mean, nobody's bothering me. So, I go there in the morning. I get a list. The girl will leave me a list there because I get there and open up the property. She doesn't get there till 9. I open it up at 8. She leaves me a list of all the empty apartments. I'll clean the office, check the bathroom and the coffee machine because they get people coming in there. No, you don't get no, you don't get to keep nothing, and they'll see you. There's like 7 million cameras in this place. Okay, I mean I've never seen so many cameras in a place in all my life. They believe you. They're watching me every second of every day while I'm there. So you'll get there, and for the most part, from what I'm noticing, I mean the Guardian storage is more of a higher end on the storage, okay? They charge premium money. The places are real nice. They have carpeting. I mean, even in your storage locker, there's carpeting in a lot of them. Climate controlled. Everything's in really good condition. It's not like some kind of dumpy storage place. And if somebody doesn't pay their rent or whatever, they put them up for auction, like Storage Wars. But they don't come, they do it online. The people don't come there and do all that stupid stuff like on the show. I'll go to a storage, they'll tell me, Brian, these people didn't pay. We evicted them. You have to go and do the lock. So I'll have to go and either drill the lock out or cut it off, put on an auction lock, and then they'll put that locker up for auction online, and somebody will bid on it and whatever, and we just open it up and take pictures of the stuff that's in there and then close the door and put the lock on. We don't go in there pilfer around into any of the stuff because you're on camera for everything, so they would see you doing that. So they just take pictures of it and then they put the pictures online. I don't even know where the auction site is. But now I had 2 of them last week that were really nice. I mean, there was tons of nice stuff in there. One of the lockers was a 30 by 10. I think it's one of the biggest storage units they have, or a 30 by 10, which you can put a whole house of stuff in there. It's like it was like the size of a semi truck, But the thing was packed. with stuff, and then people lost it by not paying their bill. Like, it's not like an apartment to where you rent an apartment and you don't pay the rent, and then the landlords have to go through all this mumbo jumbo to evict you. Um, no, they don't throw it all out. We're like an apartment where they have to go through all this mumbo jumbo and go see a judge and do all this other crapola. No, they just have a certain amount of time. You don't pay for the locker. They just confiscate it and auction it off. So these people were out their whole house of furniture because they couldn't pay the thing. No, they don't. Eventually, somebody will buy it. Okay, that's just the way it's going to be. Now, sometimes they won't always take everything. They'll take 90% of the stuff and then just leave. Excuse me, they'll just leave a few items there, and then I just take them and throw them in the garbage. Right, it seems that way, Tom. It seems like they don't they don't mess around that much on that. So yeah, so it's okay. So then I have to go to each one of the builders, 3 buildings, and I have to go to each one of the buildings every day. And when I go there, I open up, clean up the lobby. Then I have to go vacuum. They have this real nice cordless vacuum cleaner. Then I have to go vacuum all the hallways in all the buildings. That's all. And then I just go work on whatever lockers they want me to work on. And then when I'm done with that, I go work on other little projects, like if I have to paint something, or like I got a exit sign project I'm going to be working on because I went around and found about 20 exit signs that were bad. So I'm going to be working on that project. So it's not like slave labor or nothing like that. So kind of easy. But I'll tell you, the working in the lockers is a lot better than apartments, okay? Actually, when I was doing the interview with the guy, I told him, I said, this is like, it's part-time. So this job is like apartments, but without people. People move out and then you go clean. You don't have to go there and listen to all the mumbo jumbo. All the people I see in there every day, I don't think one of them's ever said a word to me. People just come there and get their stuff, and there's a lot of businesses that actually use the big lockers, like pool companies. They'll keep some stock there and everything. Hold on, guys, I got a phone call I got to answer. Why he's bitching? I had a lawsuit over. Okay, so anyway, I don't know. She said she fell over there. Okay, so somebody fell on a piece of sidewalk. Yay. What's going on with this? Do I have to... I guess you can't upgrade during the races. You have to wait till... So anyway, the job is part-time now. It's 1 to 3 days a week. No, it's 2 days a week now. It's Monday and Friday. But it'll be 3 days a week. Oh God, these guys. Okay, so then I'm an idiot. It'll be 3 days a week once okay, so they just, you know, it's like any other game. As it gets harder, you know, they're just going to start throwing more curves at you and more interference, you know, to make it more difficult for you to get around the track. This is nothing but hairpin turns. You hardly have any chance to use the turbo because you're constantly on a curve here. Yeah, it's kind of like that outrun or whatever. Yeah, exactly. So how's those winters down there in Tennessee compared to that Illinois? I bet you it's a lot nicer down there. Okay, so I did that. Now I gotta go on to Santiago. Oh, look at this place. Look at all the curves on that thing. I'm just gonna go with the same. Let me go back here. Can you do the... I guess the place... Oh. I don't know where the upgrades for the car comes in. Let me see this inspect here. Yeah, no kidding. I think I'm just gonna stick with the same car. Heck with it. Yeah, Northern Illinois sucks. You know, I did my 25 years in Chicago, so I know it's terrible. Yeah, I know you've been there for a few years. So I don't think you have to win all the races. I think you have to at least place it, get a top 3, you know, get a podium to be able to keep advance. Aw, crap. To be able to keep advancing. Ah. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm out of... Did you see that I ran out of fuel and then picked it up right at the last second to be able to... I was going to get a DNF there if that little fuel thing didn't show up. So I wound up getting a 3rd place. Maybe I'll play that over later. Go back and finish that. Alright, my brother. You have a good day. Oh, yeah, no kidding. Ugh. That really sucked. I was just like five feet away from the finish line, and then that happened. You know, that's like totally bogus. Oh, good. Now we got snow. Kind of pulled that one out there. That was close, yeah. Yeah, I remembered. I remembered that, so I was gonna make sure I saw some gas. I didn't even pay attention to those gas things that you could even run out of gas. I had forgotten that that was even part of this game. I thought those gas cans you picked them up as like some kind of bonus score. I didn't know they were actually part of the part of the deal. I'd completely forgotten about that. I hadn't played this game in so long. It'd been was it 5 months ago the last time I streamed it. Yeah, it was the first time I played it. So yeah, that's cool. Okay, guys, I have to go eat something. I'm starving to death actually, so I'm gonna take that off and wrap this up the next time. I wanted to play like 45 minutes, but I'll have to make it up on Saturday. I'll talk to you. Hey, Tommy, I'll talk to you later, man.